What is up, my ninjas? Shinobi here with another Hearthstone video for you guys, as my main game on the channel is Diablo 3, and I will get back to making more videos of that. Everybody's talking about the Hearthstone expansion right now with Naxxramas, and the last boss being a pretty difficult boss to do. And in this video I'm going to show you this boss once again. Yesterday I made a video about this boss using a deck with Naxxramas and some cards that are a little bit more difficult to get. And there are quite a few people that, you know, they made comments like they really liked the video, but they're like, what about someone like me that I don't play the game a lot, I don't, you know, do arenas a lot like you, and obtained a lot of cards, haven't been playing for a long time, can you do this with like basic cards and such, not using any legendaries or rares or epics or anything like that. So this deck you're seeing right here is strictly just basic cards that you get, even though some of them are gold. You know, they are the basic cards. I like the gold ones because they look nicer. But the deck here doesn't use any of that stuff. Like I said, it just uses commons and basic cards that you can get. So I want to go ahead and show you the gameplay here and kind of talk about my thought process behind this. The deck list will be in the description below, so you can check it out. So even if you don't have a crazy collection of cards, you can do this. It's a little bit more difficult, obviously, than using the previous deck that I showed you. You know, RNG is always going to be a factor. I mean, sometimes it's just going to go against you. So what you want to do here is you want to try and get your healing guides as quick as possible. The Farseer is going to be very important to help you get some of that healing and negate some of that damage early in the game. Like you guys know, the boss is going to bounce that back for you and get you some of that healing every single turn. Now, some of the key cards to keep in mind, I have the whole deck list to my right here so I can remind myself. So if I look over there, that's why. So right here you can see I got double healing going on now. Go back up to 30. And the boss does start with two of the 2/1s that when they die, they turn into the little spiders. You fill up the board with 1/1s, and the idea when you're going against this boss, with most of the decks out there, is to make sure that you just only have the 1/1s on the board. If you can do that, then you can heal for some of the damage, buy yourself some time to win the game with some kind of epic combo or something. Now, we aren't using Naxxramas here, so 45 life is quite a bit of health to get through to beat this boss. So right here I'm going to kill off the 5/5, and he's going to return the 0/2 back to his hand, which is really useful there. Going to be good for a lot of reasons. Now, you're going to use 2 explosive traps in this deck, and those explosive traps are going to be very important. Now, the first explosive trap you're going to use is to wipe the board to put a bunch of the 1/1s on the board to begin with. You can see explosive trap right there. So you want to try and fill the board with 1/1s. That's very important. Now, ideally here, you'd rather there be a bunch of the 1/2 guys here. But unfortunately did put a 3/5 into play, so it's going to make things a little bit more difficult for me here. Sometimes you get a little bit luckier and he'll just fill the boards with fill the board with the 1/2s. So I'm showing you a tougher match that I actually did here where I succeeded in winning. So you can see now the explosive trap has hit, and we're going to fill up the board here, almost fill up the board completely. Now with Hungry Crab, very random card this boss will be playing, and now the board is full. So now all I have to do is get rid of the 4/4 and the 3/3, so that way I can put smaller things on the board, things that I can heal through the damage. Now the second explosive trap that you have is going to be used to wipe the board when you have something like the ghoul in play, that when things die he's gonna get a bunch of attack, and then also the scavenging hyena as well, because when all these things die, the hyena is going to get really big, and if you have a bunch of minions in play, hopefully your 2 big guys don't get bounced, and if they don't, like if you have a full board of stuff, you have pretty good chances that your stuff isn't going to get bounced, the ones that you want, and you can come through for a lot of damage per turn. So you see I'm starting to get a little low here. I'm at 17 life. I was thinking, oh boy, is this going to be it for me? So we did draw Unleash the Hounds. Now Unleash the Hounds is going to be really good because his board's always full, right? So Unleash the Hounds, always an epic card there. So now I can go ahead and kill off one of those, throw in the Timberwolf, kill off there, and there we go. So we have that. Put the Scavenging Hyena into play now and get him nice and big here. So we're going to go ahead and kill off some more stuff. Taunt is going to be a problem for you. Like I said, you want to only use the second explosive trap late in the game. If you use it too early, then he's going to put a bunch of big guys into play, and it's going to make it very difficult for you, because he does have a lot of health. So you can see here that I'm going straight face instead of clearing his board. You want to leave the 1-2s in play. And now he has a 2 out of 5 chance to bounce my hyena, which he did not succeed. He bounced 2 of the ones that, you know, is pretty good. I would have rather the healing guy go up there. But now I have an 8-5 in play, which is pretty nice. I don't remember if he actually kills him. Yeah, he does kill him this turn. That card is the only card, I believe, in the boss's deck that is able to deal with your big minions. So getting around those is going to be very beneficial for you. But I do have 2 Farseers in my hand, so I can get a little bit of healing here to, you know, because he only has some Cobras and things like that in play, so nothing really too big of a deal to deal with here. So in this play here, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go with Timberwolf, I'm going to go with the Hound, and I don't remember if I go face here or if I just try and take out the Cobras. Okay, so I am going to go face here. Now, I could have done a couple of things in this play. I could have maybe not gone face there and just let him bounce the 2 Farseers and guarantee that he bounces them. I did get lucky, though, with the 2 Farseers bouncing like that, and now we have a Sea Giant in play, so things are going to be a little bit more difficult now with the Sea Giant, but I do have some tricks up my sleeve here to do alright. So all we have to do now is get rid of the Sea Giant and see what we can do. So I'm going to go ahead here. I think I do Animal Companion here to hopefully get the charge, and I do, because I would have had to use a lot of cards to kill that guy if I didn't get that charge. So I'm lucky that I got the charge out of that. So I take care of the Sea Giant, and now we're just going to heal up a little bit more, and I'm just going to go straight for his face again. So now the total's 19 health to 34 health. And, you know, he's starting to lose cards in his hand. Once you get to that point when he's just pretty much top decking and you have full control on the board and you're healing for a lot because of Farseers and things like that, then you're looking pretty good. So right now is a pretty ideal board for him to have. He has the 1-4 in play, which is good because you don't really care about that. The Cobras don't really do that much damage. Even though I'm at 11 health right here and I do jump back up, it is starting to look a little bit better now. So I'm back up to 17, contemplating what to do next. Now some of the cards in the deck, like the spiders that I have there, the 2 for the 1-2 spider, the same thing that he uses, it could be questionable because they're usually not going to go after your mobs. They're just going to go face on you. Sometimes they will make trades depending on how many monsters you have on, how many minions you have on the field. But I decide there, instead of putting the Hound into play, I wanted to guarantee that they bounce those Farseers so I can buy myself some more time and get some more healing going, considering I'm getting pretty low. So I'm down to 8 life now, and he's still at 32. So things are not looking fantastic for me, but now you have to really think about, you know, what you're going to do in this situation. I do have a full 10 mana. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the heals again, get those back up there. I'm going to try and load up the board as much as possible. And I kill off the 1-1 here to make the ghoul bigger. He's a 4-3 now. And I'm hoping to draw Explosive Trap right now, because if I did, I could wipe his board, my ghoul will be nice and big, and I just keep going in for damage and filling up my board so my ghoul doesn't get bounced. But unfortunately, he did get lucky there and bounced my ghoul, and I still haven't drawn the second Explosive Trap yet. So it is looking pretty grim. I'm down to 4 life. Will I survive? Will I hold on? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see here. So I'm going to go ahead with Buzzard because I'm going to play the Beast here. You want to get a lot of low Beasts so you can get those cards, and there we go. We got Explosive Trap, which is great. Unfortunately, I don't have the Hyena, so it's not going to be as good. But I believe I put the Ghoul in play here. I'm not 100% though. I think that I put the Ghoul into play, or do I wait a turn? Because I think I wipe his board a couple times, actually, throughout this with killing stuff. And I go with the safe bet and go for the heal. So you can see that I'm at 7 life, but he's obviously not going to get a lot of damage through. Maybe going with the Ghoul there would have been a better play, you know, going back and looking at this. But I was afraid that he might kill the Ghoul with the Cobra, because one of the Cobras is going to survive. And I was thinking, okay, if I'm going to win this game, I might need the Cobra to do so. And now he's going to throw a bunch of the 1-2s into play, and that's great right there. So now now this is really good because he's putting a bunch of little beasts into play, and you know, he's filling up the board with useless stuff. So this is the turning point of the game here, because he only has one card left in hand. He has very small things in play, and all I have to do is get that one Farseer back into my hand. And I do have one in my hand right now, but I am only at 4. I think I'd go with the Arcane Shot here, because I want to kill off that Cobra. I don't want him to kill my Ghoul or Hyena if I draw one pretty soon. But ideally, you're going to win the game with the Explosive Shot, wipe his board, buff up your big guys like the Hyena and the Ghoul. But it didn't go exactly for me that way in this match. So, but for you, it may go like that for you. So keep that in mind. So I think I'm going to go ahead and Buzzard here, and then I think I play a Beast. I think I play... oh no, actually I play the Ghoul, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to kill off one of his guys. Now I think I kill off... Do I kill off 1 or 2 of his guys? I think I killed 2 of them off. There we go. So one's dead. Usually you want to keep his board full, but... You know, I was trying to get the Ghoul bigger here and hoping that I could really rush in for damage, because I'm so low that I don't know what he's going to play soon. He could play something really big that I can't deal with, and I was hoping that maybe I could race him, and because I do have the healing and such, right? So I think I'm going to lose... Do I lose one of my Farseers now? I don't think so. There we go. So he keeps... For some reason, the computer keeps hitting my Ghoul and can't kill him. So now the Ghoul's a 7-1, and he's starting to get pretty big, which is good. And I did draw my my Witch Doctor here, my Doctor, so gonna get a little bit more healing to secure a little bit more of the winnage here. I think I go with him instead to get these guys buffed up more. There's the Hyena there, which is good. This would be a perfect situation for like Explosive Trap if I had it, but I already had to use it before to stay alive. So there are those situations where you have to use the cards incorrectly to stay alive. So and now we're going into the pretty much near the end of the game here. I'm thinking, okay, if he starts clearing off my minions here, my Hyena's going to get really big, so that's really good. And so now I think I'm just going to go face on him here. You want to leave his board the way it is, and he's starting to get really low. He's only at 8 life now, so it looks like we might have a victory here because we've loaded up the board a lot. It makes it less likely that he's going to buff the bigger guys. And there we go. He does kill the Ghoul finally there. But I believe this is the final turn here where I win the game. And yeah, I still have 2 minions left. So I made sure by loading up the board like that I had you know, enough minions left to win this. And this is it, guys. This is going to be the end. I think, yeah, I draw Unleash the Hounds here for a little bit of BM versus the computer. I like how they respond to you when you say well played. I think that's pretty funny. You can see it right there. He's going to hiss at me. So I decided to do a little bit of BM. Why not? Just go in and get some damage there. But there you go, guys. Commons, basic cards, no legendaries, no epics, no blue, no rares, none of that stuff. Simple deck to put together. Pretty similar to some popular hunter decks that have been done in the past, but with a little bit of twist on it. So hope you guys did enjoy it. I know you really liked the last video, and hopefully this one was a little bit more helpful for those that, you know, can't get those other cards and haven't been playing the game for as long. And just to prove that I was using the same deck, I go and show you in here. I just named it Custom Hunter or whatever, and that's it. Until next time, my name is Shinobi. Thanks for watching.